All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and today we are on the R&B singer Mario, man. He's been getting some backlash in the media. People saying he doesn't like to date within his race, and they're giving him some slander about that, man. Some are even questioning his sexuality, saying he don't like women. So let's see what's going on. Where did all this hate come from? Who knows? Let's see.
R&B singer Mario has long been admired for his soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics, earning him a devoted fan base across generations. But behind the smooth vocals and polished image lies a far more complicated reality. Over the years, Mario has faced deep personal struggles and public scrutiny, from his tumultuous relationship with his mother to ongoing criticism about his alleged reluctance to date black women. Despite building his career and success on the love and support of black women, many fans have noticed that he doesn't seem to date within the same community that uplifted him.
All right, for those of you who don't know who Mario is, just in case you're living under a rock, let me just update you. I know some people don't. You can't assume everybody knows who's who. So Mario, he has a song, Let Me Love You. You should let me love you. That song, amazing, classic. And he has a slew of other records, man, just to catch y'all up to speed. And I know everybody know that Let Me Love You song. You gotta know it, man. It's been around for about 15, 20 years. But yeah, man, that's Mario. And right now, he's being slandered for this interracial stuff. Let me know y'all thoughts on that. Just because he's black, should he only have to date black women? Should he be able to date who he wants to date? It's 2025, y'all. We had the time where everybody love is love. Date who you want to date, whatever you want to date, whatever kind of person you want to date. Y'all know how this shit is, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
In today's video, we'll take a closer look at how his upbringing and his complicated relationship with his mom may have shaped not only his views on love, but also his dating preferences. To give you some better insight into this story, we have to take you back to August 27, 1986, when Mario was born in Baltimore, Maryland, to Darrell Barrett Sr., a gospel singer who abandoned him, and Shantia Hardaway. According to Baltimore Magazine, life was rough, especially since Mario's mother dealt with addiction issues. While his mother battled her personal demons, Mario would bounce around between his mom's house and his grandmother's residence. It was at his grandmother's house that life finally felt peaceful and structured.
Like, we went to church 3 days a week. My grandmother was like very, very strict on the family. Like, she didn't care if you was just, if somebody in the family just finished getting high, she like, you going to church today. She's probably one of the strongest women I've ever met.
According to Baltimore Magazine, his childhood was marked by toxicity and instability.
Toxicity.
His mother's long battle with addiction cast a dark shadow over his formative years, forcing him to grow up fast in a world that often felt unpredictable.
And there's a lot of people out there, man, who live a life just like this, man, who have to come up and watch their mother struggle with drug addiction, and you have to step up at a young age and become responsible for the household, your little brothers, your little sisters, making sure your mama is straight, you know what I mean? Picking her up when she slumped out from drugs and all that, you know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who survived that, man, and who can live and tell the tale, and who mother is now better, or your father, you know what I mean? Your parents went through it, and now they're all clean, you know, salute to y'all, man.
While she wrestled with her demons, young Mario found himself shuttling between her home and his grandmother's, searching for a sense of safety and consistency that always seemed just out of reach. Even with the drama unfolding around him, Mario clung to one unshakable dream: to sing his way into a better life. In the middle of his mother's addiction and the trauma that came with it, music became his escape. When they'd visit the local barbershop, his mother would nudge him to sing for the customers, her eyes lighting up with pride as he filled the room with a voice far too powerful for his age. The men in the chairs would slip him a few dollars, stunned by the raw talent pouring out of this quiet Baltimore kid. Despite her own struggles, his mother recognized something rare in him. She scraped together—
I hope his mama was really making him sing, like, to get money for, like, to help him, not for her crack addiction. That would be sick. If you making your kids sing to supply your drug needs, but then again, that's possible. That's not too far-fetched. When you're talking about somebody who, you know, struggling with addiction, it's not too far-fetched to take advantage from their kid.
What she could to buy him a karaoke machine and hustle to get him into every talent show that would take him. For a fleeting moment, those performances gave them both hope that maybe his voice could be the ticket out of everything they were fighting to survive. At just 11 years old, Mario stepped onto a small talent show stage and sang Boyz II Men's I'll Make Love to You with the kind of emotion most grown men couldn't fake. By the time he hit the final note,
Singing
the
I
crowd
love,
was on its
I'll
feet,
Make Love
and
to You is
the judges
crazy.
were floored. That performance changed the entire trajectory of his entire life.
An 11-year-old singing, I'll make love to you like you want me to. What the hell? Hell no, man. That ain't what he supposed to be singing at a talent show. Who the hell you singing to?
In the audience was Troy Patterson, the owner and CEO of Third Street Music Group. Captivated by Mario's voice, he approached the young singer after the show and told him he had something special. Troy became his manager.
You got
and
something
Mario went
special,
from
young
singing
man.
in barbershops to suddenly being on the path to becoming a superstar. Sadly, tragedy hit hard in 1999 when Mario's grandmother, his safe haven and the only real stability he'd ever known, passed away.
Damn.
Her passing caused him to act out. He got in trouble with the law, and by the time he entered high school, it was clear he needed a way out.
I got in trouble, and the cops couldn't find my parents, and I ended up living with my aunt for a little bit, and then I was still acting a fool. This was like right after my grandmother died. You grow up and you start getting that nurturing love from somebody. When that's gone, and you're not getting it from anywhere else, you turn cold.
In 2001, his mother made a heartbreaking but selfless decision. She allowed his manager, Troy, to become Mario's legal guardian when Mario was still in high school. Mario
Damn,
packed
what
up
the
and
hell?
moved to New Jersey, determined to turn his pain into purpose.
That's the same shit. Well, not made him the legal guardian, but Usher Raymond's mother did. She let him go at a young age, at like 16, 14 or something, to go live with Diddy. Go stay with him. And look what he became a star. Saying, look, it worked right here in Mario. Ooh, wild times, man. I don't know if that shit will fly in 2025. Sending your kids to go with these sickos. Too many sickos, man. Ain't nobody better be sending their damn kids with these weird-ass motherfuckers.
There he began recording demos that would change everything. His voice eventually caught the attention of music legend Clive Davis. Clive signed him to J Records. Not long after, Mario was featured on the Dr. Dolittle 2 soundtrack.
They say Clive was paused as hell. Paused. They say he was pausing the motherfucker, man.
By February 2002, he was on the road to stardom. He released his debut single, a reimagined version of Biz Marquis's Just a Friend, and his smooth vocals turned a playful classic into an instant hit. The record shot to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, officially putting his name on the map. Days later, Mario performed Stevie Wonder's You and I at Clive Davis's legendary Grammy party, silencing the room with a voice that carried both innocence and pain. Guests called the performance captivating, and for good reason. He sang like someone who had already lived 1,000 lives. When his self-titled debut album dropped on March 19, 2002, it went gold. The song Braid My Hair climbed to the top of the charts. In case you forgot,
I was around for this era. All this, man. I graduated in 2001 from high school. I remember all this. The damn 2002 was when he came out. Mario came out. He was one of the young sensations. Then like with the Bow Wows, B2Ks, all that era of young artists, they was going up.
The song is about Mario being in love and getting his hair braided by his boo. Years later, he told BuzzFeed the song was inspired by the girl he was with at the time. When asked what role Black Love played in the song and what Black Love meant to him as an artist, he answered, I think when there's love involved, especially black love, it's just powerful. It resonates. And whenever I think about black in general, I think about creativity. He hit the road in the summer of 2003
I see where this
and
is
appeared
going.
on the Screen 3 tour, all while working on his second album called Turning Point. The album was released on December 7th, 2004. By that point, Mario was 18, and he was ready to show the world that he was no longer the cute little boy they adored. The new album featured more adult songs, including Let Me Love You, which was written by Neo. The single hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and stayed there for 9 weeks straight. Both the single and the album earned him 2 Grammy nominations. By 2006, the same man who had once rescued Mario from a broken home became the source of a new kind of pain. Mario accused his manager, Troy, of trapping him in what he described as an oppressive production deal. According to Reuters, despite selling over 3 million records, Mario had only received $50,000, while his record label, J Records, reportedly made $20 million.
God damn. What? So y'all made 20 million and I made 50,000, and I'm the one who voices on this motherfucker. I get it, y'all invested some money, but damn, nigga. But his mama was on crack and he was a kid when he signed over to the. It's crazy.
Dollars. For a young man who had already been failed by his parents, the betrayal hit differently. The man he'd trusted to guide his career had mirrored the same pattern of disappointment and control that haunted his childhood.
Got him.
Troy countersued Mario, alleging breach of contract. They reached a confidential, amicable agreement, and everything was settled by January 2007. The scars from that experience stayed with Mario long after the legal battles ended, reinforcing the mistrust that had taken root in his childhood. Having been failed by his parents and the man who once felt like a savior, Mario learned early on that love, loyalty, and protection often came with betrayal. It left him guarded, wary of men, women, and anyone who tried to get
everybody
too close.
at that point.
In October 2007, he confronted his past via an MTV documentary called I Won't Love You to Death, the story of Mario and his mom.
What the hell?
In the program, Mario described seeing paraphernalia in their home while growing up, and he was always worried about his mom because sometimes he wouldn't see her for days or weeks at a time.
What's wrong with you then?
Nothing wrong with me. But you told him not to bring up the drug thing. You know
Because that's my business. Can't nobody, not a doctor, not a
Oh,
detoxing,
shit.
can't nobody say it's over till I say it's over.
Oh, shit. God damn, mama. Calm down. Calm down. You are on TV.
It's over when I say it's over. My addiction, my disease is over when I say it's over.
So you
Oh
feel
my
like
God,
just
she's
because you're my mom, you
sensitive.
can do whatever you want, and I'm supposed to accept it, and that's not true. If you would just do what you say you're gonna do, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. Come here, we talking. Where you going? Come here, though, for real, seriously. Come here, mom.
At one point, he and some family
Okay, I see. Moms ain't going for that. You can't tell her shit. She's sensitive about her addiction. I don't know if that at that time she was still on drugs, but she was definitely sensitive as a motherfucker about that conversation.
members staged an intervention. By that point, his mom had already relapsed several times
Oh,
and had
shit.
refused
Well, there you go.
treatment. Though there were moments of genuine love between them, the tension between Mario and his mother was impossible to ignore. He often tried to confront her about her addiction, accusing her of spending too much time in the bathroom, but she always denied having a problem. The denial often turned into conflict. She clashed with his new manager, Jay Irving, and made it increasingly difficult for Mario to separate his career from the pain he was enduring. Still, he wanted her close. Despite everything, he longed for her to be part of his world, part of his success, and part of the life he had built despite her struggles. But that hope came with fear that her addiction would eventually destroy both of them. By the end of the documentary, his mother finally agreed to seek treatment by saying, "I'm tired of living my life in the bathroom because one day I may go in there and never come out."
Never come out. Okay.
That moment captured the lifelong ache that shaped Mario. Growing up with a love that was unstable, conditional, and often self-destructive can warp how a person connects with others as an adult. It can make affection feel dangerous, vulnerability feel like weakness, and control feel like the only form of safety.
Right.
For Mario, the same instincts that helped him survive his childhood likely made it harder to trust, open up, and truly believe that love doesn't have to hurt.
Yeah, I can see where trust issues could come from, and not wanting to be with a certain type of woman because of the one that you looked up to the most, how she acted, can stain how the rest that are similar to her, that look like her, same color as her, can be, looked at in his eyes like, I don't want that. I dealt with one, it's like it's like what motherfuckers do with zodiac signs. I had a Virgo woman, and they make it like all Virgo women are the same, but he may be looking at it like that, like, I love black women, but I couldn't date one. Maybe it's that, based off his mama.
According to Baltimore Magazine, around this time, Mario was able to afford a condo for him and his mom to live in. He even spoiled her with expensive shopping sprees, yet he blamed himself for enabling her. Following the documentary, his third studio album, entitled Go, was released in 2007. Mario got very personal with one song in particular called Do Right, which touched on his mother's substance problems. In 2008, he co-founded the Mario Do Right Foundation. The organization's mission was to help kids whose parents were dealing with substance issues.
Tight. That's tight.
In April 2009, he released his fourth album, DNA. The album helped put him back on top with the lead single, Breakup, featuring Sean Garrett and Gucci Mane. Everything appeared to be going right in his life until October 2010, when Mario was locked up for allegedly putting his hands on his mother inside their Baltimore home.
Oh, shit. Got physical. Mom's called the police on his ass. Huh.
According to MTV, his mom claimed Mario used his hands and forearms to push her in the chest and shoulder area. She also claimed it wasn't the first time things had gotten physical between them. He was released on $50,000 bond, and according to Baltimore Magazine, his mom recanted her statements. She admitted she was under the influence at the time the alleged.
Oh my God, Moms. God damn it. God damn it. I was under the influence, y'all. I don't know what I was talking about. I was high as a motherfucking giraffe pussy.
Incident took place and that nothing happened. The charges against Mario were eventually dropped.
Oh my God.
Over the next few years, he faced setbacks in releasing albums. RCA Records shut down J Records in October 2011, forcing Mario to record with RCA. He released a few singles, but an album never surfaced. According to Revolt, he left the label due to creative differences.
Got up
In
out of there.
2013, he told Coco Fab website that he put some space between himself and his mom, with Mario living in LA and his mom residing in Maryland. He admitted that the distance actually helped their relationship. He added, "We have better communication, better respect and understanding." But the demons from his past, the trauma, instability, and betrayal that shaped his childhood eventually began seeping into his relationships.
Oh shit, here we go. Here we go.
Mario admitted that his connection with his mother influenced how he viewed and treated women.
For the earlier parts of my life, I think that there was just like this longing for me, looking for like that love through different women, and just really just being super promiscuous, to be honest.
Still, he acknowledged the damage and chose to confront it. In his interview with Vibe magazine, he shared that he had done deep inner work and experienced real personal growth. He was finally unpacking the pain he had buried for years, facing the parts of his past that once defined him, and trying to break free from the emotional cycles
Trying to break
that
them
came with
chains,
it.
man.
Sadly, in June 2017, his mom passed away from an overdose at the age of 49.
Oh, damn. So she never got off the shit. I thought it was going to be like she got off it and now they still cool. She still, damn, died from overdose. Oh, that gotta fuck you. Oh, man, I gotta fuck you up as a son. Like knowing that you're still trying to help your mom through this battle. You're doing interventions. You're doing all this stuff. She's going clean and she's going high again, clean, high again. That's a roller coaster. That's some trauma, man. That'll take a huge mental toll on you, man. So now it's starting to make sense, bro. Why he like, shit, I dealt with a black woman and this is what I saw. This is my experience. It's not a great experience. I could see how that could affect somebody like him with what his mother went through. That'll definitely play a toll on you, man.
Mario channeled his sadness into his music and released the album Dancing Shadows in October 2018. It was his first album in nearly a decade. Now let's fast forward to 2020, a year that tested everyone's resilience. Between the pandemic and the social unrest that swept across the country, emotions were high and tensions even higher. During that time, Mario spoke with Essence magazine about the importance of black men showing up for and protecting black women, especially in moments when the world seemed to be falling apart. A year later, he popped out with his new girlfriend, and fans weren't feeling his preference at all.
Look at that.
One online user wrote, "Isn't it strange all these black R&B singers mysteriously end up with non-black?
Oh,
LOL.
my God.
But want black women support and pander to us. Damn, they make a good point though." Another social media user wrote, "My issue is, please let your art reflect your preferences. He is one of those who get black women hyped up for coins and support."
Wow. What's y'all thoughts on that? Like, how do you make music saying that I like white women and I'm singing to the white ladies, not just to black women? What do I sing? How should I sing it? I gotta switch my whole style up? This music just can't be for women of all colors? I don't know, man. Let me know y'all take on this. I'm not one of those people that say, just because you this race, you should only date this race. I don't, you know what I mean? My beautiful wife, you know what I'm saying, is black. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my preference, my thing. It don't got to be yours. It don't got to be yours. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
Were their feelings valid? In many ways, yes. For decades, R&B has been the heartbeat of black love, the genre that gave voice to the pain, passion, and resilience of black women. So when a singer like Mario builds his entire career on serenading black women, drawing from their emotional experiences and profiting off their loyalty, it hits differently when he publicly dates outside the community. It feels like a contradiction, almost like he's performing affection for black women in his music, but withholding it in real life. To some, it reads as emotional exploitation. They accused him of using the image of loving and adoring black women to sell records, while privately chasing validation elsewhere. It reinforces a...
That's cold, man. That's cold. He's using the culture and he's chasing validation elsewhere. Damn, he can't like who he likes. That's fucked up. So let's keep watching though.
Painful cycle that many fans recognize too well. The idea that black women are celebrated for their strength, beauty, and devotion, yet are often left out of the happily ever after narrative once success enters the picture. In the summer of 2023, he wrote a letter in support of his collaborator, Tory Lanez, ahead of Tory's sentencing in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case. Mario was one of over 70 people who penned a letter to Tory's judge, who ultimately sentenced the artist to 10 years in prison for firing several shots at Megan in July 2020.
They had it out for Tory, by the way, man. They had it out for Tory. It don't matter who would have wrote what. They were sending him to jail. I don't know why it felt like they had it out for him so bad. Like the media was killing that nigga.
Letter, Mario described Tory as a stand-up individual who cares about his family deeply and loves to give back to his community. After news of Mario's letter spread, social media users were quick to criticize him for supporting Tory and turning his back on Megan, a black woman. And then in August 2023, the host at V103 Atlanta asked if he was single. Mario answered,
"Listen, I hate that question. Because it's like I'm always in between or like working on something. Listen, I'm honestly speaking, I'm not. I can't say that I am. I'm dating right now."
The lucky woman turned out to be this girl. And when Mario shared this...
That's a different one? Yeah, okay. I see what's going on. I see where this hate could be coming from. They're like, hold on, nigga. You had one, now you done popped up with a second one?
Video of her with The Sweetest Thing by the refugee camp All-Stars featuring Lauryn Hill playing in the background, all hell broke loose. One online user commented, not him playing The Sweetest Thing while riding with this white woman. These black men just be playing in y'all faces.
Damn.
That was probably one of the most tame responses. Another online user wrote, "These niggas are really allergic to black women." While another person commented, "We not coming to your rescue when it all falls down."
Damn.
So by that point, the public had decided that Mario was only interested in non-black women, and they were gonna hound him about it until the end of time. In 2024, he released his 6th studio album, and no one seemed to care. And
nobody cared, bro. Nobody bought the album. I don't even know. Listen, I just know the Let Me Love You days. I don't know none of that new stuff. Oh, the song with Love and You Love with Gucci Mane. And yeah, that song was hard. Mario has some hard records. He just dropped something recently, too, I saw. Like 2 weeks ago or something.
Then, in June of that same year, he reposted a DM he had with a fan. In the message, the fan called him out for only dating white girls. Mario responded, "I like good energy, and who loves me the way that's healthy? Could be black, white, Mexican, alien. I dated an alien before, it was great." Boy, stop lying. Just say you like white girls and keep it moving. The woman from the car video was still in his life and was identified as Esmeralda Rios. He invited her to attend Michael Rubin's white party with him.
Okay, so, he had a white girl, now he got a Mexican girl. Okay, I thought it was a back-to-back white girl. She's Mexican, okay.
When the host at the Morning Hustle asked why he would bring sand to the beach, Mario answered, I had to take her. There were too many girls there. I had to bring my girl. If you respect your partner, you have to move in a way that shows respect. Amen to that. Now we can agree on that, Mario. While at the party, he posted a video of him and Esmeralda sharing an intimate moment.
We popped
the host
out.
on the Morning Hustle asked why he shared the video, since he's usually private about his personal life. He responded that she's his safe place and he trusts her.
Okay.
Regardless of her race, that revelation
crazy.
speaks volumes. For someone like Mario, a man who
That
grew
nigga's
up
been hurt
surrounded
his whole
by
life, man.
instability,
Let him
betrayal,
live.
and loss, finding a partner he genuinely feels safe with is monumental. His entire life has been a battle between craving love and fearing it, between wanting connection and expecting pain. So for him to openly express trust, especially after everything he's endured, shows real emotional growth. It's the kind of peace he's been chasing since his childhood. In 2025, Esmeralda revealed she was pregnant.
Okay, there we go. They done had a baby, man. They got a baby on the way. Come on, man. He done found love. He's been hurt, man. He's been hurt. His mother, that's a lot, dog. Look at that shit. His whole life going through that with his mother, being on crack, being on drugs.
And Mario was the baby's pappy. While it was a happy occasion for the couple, the internet lost its collective mind. The allegations that Mario didn't like black women resurfaced, and by then he felt the need to address all the criticism.
There we go.
Taking to
Face
his
the
Instagram
music.
story,
Face
he
the
said
music.
he had had enough of people coming for him about the mother of his child not being black. He wrote, I'm so tired of the black women slander in the comments about how I don't like black women and how black women aren't loved. If you're making these comments, I'm convinced you have a problem with black women. Black women are loved and needed. And then 2 months later, he had a chat with Cam Newton and tried to explain his love for black women in the most convoluted way.
Do you have anything against black women?
No, sir. No, sir, I don't.
What is your relationship like with black women?
That's a great question. The ones that matter to me, my grandmother, my mother, my family members, my aunts, a few of the black women that I have dated in the past, my relationship with them were all different. I can't compare one to the other. I can say that my grandmother was my hero.
Mario's story is shaped by love that was complicated and often conditional. Growing up with instability and emotional turmoil taught him early that trust comes at a cost.
Mario said, fuck all that, man. I ain't doing none of that black shit no more. Black people, they lied to me. I'm telling you, he basing everything off his mother. You could tell, like, nigga, just think about it. If you being raised, a woman gave you away and she's on dope and you get back with her when you get older and she's on dope, everybody around you is robbing you and stealing from you, and you nigga, his mental fucked up. And he probably not happy with these girls he with right now. He probably not happy with them. He's fucked up in the head, bro. But he's hiding it behind these shades and this industry and this music, man. These niggas be fighting demons, man. When them cameras cut off, them lights cut off, they be fighting real demons. They human just like us, bro.
It's no surprise that those early wounds might influence whom he gravitates toward as an adult. Sometimes men who were hurt by the women closest to them unconsciously seek safety in partners who feel different. And
Right.
for Mario, finding someone who feels peaceful and safe may be his way of rewriting the story his childhood left behind. Still, that doesn't erase the tension between his message and his reality. While Mario's dating preferences are ultimately his business, black women have always known the power of their wallets and their support. If they choose to pull back from him and his music, then well,
It's
it
over
is what
with.
it is. Whoop-de-doo. At the end of the day, we can acknowledge both truths.
It's
His
over
right
with.
to choose love in whatever form it arrives, and the right of his audience to feel disappointed. Either way, Mario's stepping into a new chapter, one that includes fatherhood and hopefully the kind of healing that he's been craving his entire life.
All right. All right, there it is. Mario. We just learned the hurt and how scorned this man is from his childhood and going through things with his mother. which is the closest woman to you in your life. Now, let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all understand? Do y'all not understand? I don't know how long he hasn't been dating black women. That's why I can't really, I don't know. They just showed us 2 girls he had. Before that, I don't know what he had, if he had black women up until that. But does that make you like, as a viewer, you know, for all my African-American beautiful black sisters out there, does that make you say, I don't want to support this man because you got a white woman? Because there's a lot of sports figures and a lot of actors and a lot of these black dudes that you ladies praise that got white women. But does that mean you can't support them? You shouldn't show them love? You know what I'm saying? Does that mean you can't go date outside of your race? Are you one of those people that feel like, I would never go date outside my race? So let me know in the comment section. Or do you feel like everybody should love all? Love who you love. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is interesting. This is going to be an interesting take from y'all. I really want to hear y'all take. Let me know in the comment section right now. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.